Hello all, I am Miss Amruta Jadhav ma'am, your physics teacher, and I am here with the new chapter of physics which is thermodynamics. So basically, by looking at the slide, you can think that what exactly there in thermodynamics. You can see the diagram on this slide, and it is nothing but, and it is all about heat. When bodies heat up, that means when the temperature is increases, some phenomena do happens in the molecules, in the objects. So that kind of study, that thing we are going to study in thermodynamics. Okay, so here I am with the introduction part, and this is the part 1 of this chapter. So let us move. So here is the introduction. So before moving towards the real chapter, as I wanted to ask you something, that we have already studied thermal properties of matters in 11th standard. Alright, what exactly was there in that chapter? Thermal, that means nothing but heat. And what is heat? Heat is nothing but the temperature. So, as you all know, when we do exercise, when we rub our hands to one another, what happens to it? When we do exercise, our muscles get warm up. It get warm. That means heat inside the body increases. Or when we rub hands to one another, what happens over there? Heat is being generated. So it gives you the idea like when work is done, heat is being created. So, we are going to study all the processes where work is converted into heat and vice versa. So, that is nothing but our aim is to find out the processes where work is converted into heat and vice versa. Okay, so basically, when we talk about heat or when we talk about temperature, the basic things which comes in our mind is the work done by the system is converted into heat. All right, and probably one of the experiments has been proven that all the work done which is carried out by any body, it gives you the change in temperature, and the change in temperature is nothing but heat. So this is what we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, so what exactly the thermodynamics is has meaning? So the thermodynamics is the branch of physics that deals with the concept of heat and temperature and the interconvergence of heat and other form of energy. Okay, so what is thermodynamics? It is the branch of physics which deals with concept of heat and temperature. Okay, and that is the interconversion of heat and other form of energy. So this is nothing but thermodynamics. So as you all know, you are going to study this thermodynamics even in chemistry. So there are many terms which are similar in both the subjects. Okay, so basic things you have to remember and you have to keep in mind. So this is the introduction for the chapter, and now by moving towards a point which you have studied in thermal properties. What is that? Thermal equilibrium. As the word itself says, thermal equilibrium. Equilibrium means same, similarity. What is their similarity for that? What term? It is for thermal. Thermal means heat, temperature. So there should be similarity between the temperature of the bodies which we are considering. That will be nothing but thermal equilibrium. I just wanted to remind you, I have given you one example that when a hot cup of tea is placed on the table, what will happen to it after 15 minutes? A hot cup of tea is placed on the table, and what will happen to it after 15 minutes? What happens? The temperature of the tea is decreases up to room temperature. All right, if the temperature of the tea is 60 degree, then it will decrease up to room temperature. If the room temperature is 35, it will decrease up to 35, so as to maintain the temperature, so as to match up with the room temperature. So this phenomena is nothing but thermal equilibrium. So the heat, it's something that transfers from a substance at higher temperature to a lower temperature, just like the example of cup of tea. Okay, it transfers from higher temperature to lower temperature. Now this transfer continue till the level of heat content in both the substances is same. Right now I told you that will decrease up to room temperature. Then we say that thermal equilibrium is reached between the two substances. Alright, so here is the example. The GF, you can see a heated body is there, and this is heated body and this is normal body. So what the heated body is doing? It is giving heat to the normal body, and now when they both becomes red, they are in thermal equilibrium. So temperature of both of them are equal. Here is the another example that will give you idea. Here A is body, second is body. A is having temperature 50, B is having another temperature. Now the temperature inside thermometer goes on changing. Have a look. They both becomes equal at 30 degree. Now both are in thermal equilibrium. You can watch it again. Yes. So the heat is transferred from this body to this body, as A is having higher temperature than B, and now they comes in contact with each other, and the heat content of both of them becomes same. So this is nothing but thermal equilibrium. This concept of thermal equilibrium is being given by one law of thermodynamics, which is zeroth law of thermodynamics. We have studied this. If two systems are each in thermal equilibrium with the third system, they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. That means I am giving you example. If A is the body is in thermal equilibrium with B, okay, and this B is in thermal equilibrium with C, then A will be in thermal equilibrium with C itself. This can be explained by taking numerical values. I will tell you. If A is having temperature, I will write like triangular form. If A is having temperature 50 degree, okay, this in thermal equilibrium with B, as I told you. So B should be having 50 degree Celsius temperature, because both are in thermal equilibrium, and B is in thermal equilibrium with C. So what should be the value for C? It is also 50 degree Celsius. Now as you can see, A is also having 50 degree and C is also having 50 degree. So this both are also in equilibrium. So this is as easy as that. When A is in equilibrium with B, B is in equilibrium with C, then you can directly say is that A also is in equilibrium with C. So all of three are in equilibrium. All of three are having same temperature. That means they are in thermal equilibrium. Have you got it? So the next term, which is internal energy, the all things which we have studied right now are already studied by you in 11th standard. All right. So you have to remind all the things which you have studied in the last year. Okay, so let us move towards the next point, which is internal energy. The word itself says the energy which is there inside the molecule is nothing but internal energy. So, what will be that internal energy? Suppose we consider an example of a molecule, or consider example of glass of water. A glass of water is kept on a table. It should not have any kinetic energy, it should not have any potential energy, because it is not moving. It is just kept on a table, it is in steady form. Okay, but if you study the molecular study of this water molecule, is it steady? No. Why? Because according to kinetic theory, the water molecules in the glass at the given temperature move randomly with some speed, right? So the molecules which are there inside the water are moving. So the internal energy is nothing but total energy of all its atoms or molecules. So this is nothing but internal energy. Now suppose we consider an example of a gas. Suppose a monoatomic gas is there, like argon. Okay, argon is monoatomic gas. What will be its internal energy? Its internal energy is only translational kinetic energy. It is having only translational energy. Am I right? And if I consider a polyatomic gas, what will be its kinetic energy, or what will be its internal energy? Polyatomic gas is there, like carbon dioxide. It should be translational, vibrational kinetic energy, both. So, internal energy for that will be the total energy which is required to move the particles, or which is required to the motion of the particles. Okay, so this internal energy is actually the microscopic scale. Okay, so you have to remind this. So, internal energy can be defined as the energy associated with the random disordered motion of molecules of the system. That is macroscopic order energy. Okay, like we have considered the example of water. If we see directly for the glass, it is not moving, but when you do the detailed study about the water molecule, we can say that there is some motion inside the glass molecules because water is there. So water molecules are moving. So this is all about the internal energy. Okay, so this is all we are going to study in this chapter, that is all concepts which are related to work, heat and internal energy. Okay, so this is all about today's topic. And also one another term is there, that internal energy is denoted by U. We are going to study some more detailed about this internal. I have just give you the introduction. Okay, so this is just an introduction for thermodynamics. The exact chapter we are going to study in the next session. Okay, so sorry, let us revise what we have done. Thermal equilibrium, that we have studied, zeroth law of thermodynamics, and internal energy. These three things we have just introduced. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you understood all the video. It is very easy to understand, and if you have any queries, please do ask me. Thank you so much.